What's up, everybody? I hope you're doing well. Remember when I used to drop from the ceiling? I was actually floating. It's a superpower I've been working on for my children. I'm expressing my inner superhero for them in the magical time of their lives, 5 and 7 years old, and we really do accentuate creative play and magical thinking at this stage of life, opening the creative synapses in the brain. And hopefully that is helpful for you. But today we're actually going to speak about science and the top three foods, food substances, food categories. Call it whatever you want. It's an easy clickbait title, but we actually have the true content where I'm going to break down three very important food items that you probably think are safe. And most of the time, you think these three items will help you lose fat. I know that they won't help you lose fat because my job is to help you lose fat. My job is to help like rich and famous people lose fat. And if they don't lose fat, I get fired. And if I get fired, then I can't feed my children. And then if I can't feed my children, well, then there's other problems going on. So I actually have to tell the truth here, and I have to be an expert in this. And I am an expert in this. I want to share this with you guys because we here at the Dolce Diet and Fitness channel, and also our sister channel, the Mike Dolce Knows channel, we are battling back against the fitness marketers. We are fitness experts, giving you the real information, whether or not we can monetize it. I don't care about that. I care about educating you. And in time, hey, maybe you'll come to our products and services when you need that. That's cool. That is the exchange that we're going to have here on this channel. But if I market directly to you some sort of SEO, hashtag, keyword, Google Pixel, type of product, well, guess what? You're going to realize it doesn't work. You're not going to pay attention to what we do here anymore, and you're going to jump to the next dill hole running around here. Well, we're gonna highlight the dill holes in a way, but we're going to speak specifically to the science of the products that they are pushing, which you probably have fallen prey to. So without further ado, let me jump in here, and I'm going to share this screen with you because I want to share the science first and foremost. Because without the science, I mean, I'm just a dude talking, and I kind of know what I'm talking about. But hopefully you guys can see this now. What this is, all through Google Scholar. These are very easy. I will link these studies for you. And let me actually make this screen a little bit bigger as I get talking briefly, and then I'll jump back down and I will break this down. So what this first study is about from the U.S. National Library of Medicine and the National Institutes of Health, the NIH, which we are very well aware of. Now, gaining weight by going diet, artificial sweeteners, and the neurobiology of sugar cravings. Now, before we get in, you've all heard that, hey, artificial sweeteners are better than sugar, better than traditional sugar. Is that actually true? I know the truth here because I've been doing this for over 30 years now, living it, right? But I wanted to share the science with you that a lot of the dill holes out there will be pushing individuals, unfortunately, with large platforms, much larger platforms than our own, but they can't change the science. Now, back to the science for you, and I'm going to summarize this at the very end. So as the authors can begin, America's obesity epidemic has gathered much media attention. A rise in the percent of the population who are obese coincides with an increase in the widespread use of non-caloric artificial sweeteners, such as aspartame and sucralose in food products. But as we go forward, now we are focused specifically on artificial sweeteners in beverages. That's what we're focusing on here, is the artificial sweeteners in beverages. Now, I hope to get Dr. Rhonda Patrick on the show in the near future and speak to the damaging effects of artificial sweeteners and our gut health, the microbiome, which you've heard of. That is there, but that's not the topic of this specific video. The topic of this specific video is how artificial sweeteners inhibit your fat loss and weight loss. We're going to keep it just like super simple here for you guys. And I'm going to take this down to the very end, and I want to read the conclusions. Lastly, artificial sweeteners precisely because they are sweet, encourage sugar craving and sugar dependence. Right? This is the opposite of what your favorite fitness influencer has been telling you. Individuals like Greg Doucette telling you to use all the artificial sweeteners because they simply lack the sugar. And then he points to CICO, calories in, calories out. Greg either doesn't understand the larger picture of the science, he doesn't understand biology and biochemistry, or he just doesn't care. I don't know. And he's just one of the many, but he's very popular right now and he trends and he pushes this narrative. And it's unfortunate that someone with that platform pushes this false information out there, because all of the science clearly shows the trend of those who consume artificial sweeteners actually have a propensity to crave sugar. Repeated exposure trains flavor preference. And this matters, guys. A strong correlation exists between a person's customary intake of a flavor and his or her preferred intensity for that flavor. The systematic reduction of dietary salt or fat without any flavorful substitution over the course of several weeks led to a preference for lower levels of those nutrients in research subjects. In light of these findings, similar approach may be used to reduce sugar intake. Unsweetening the world's diet. This is key. Unsweetening the world's diet may be the key to reversing the obesity epidemic. Let me break this down briefly for you. Unsweetening the diet, removing the artificial sweeteners, but also removing the traditional high caloric sweeteners, the corn syrup, the high fructose corn syrup, the cane sugar. Removing those also matters, not replacing high fructose corn syrup and cane sugar with artificial sweeteners. That doesn't work. So, I mean, honestly, think about this. How many lean, ripped people do you see walking around drinking Diet Cokes? Well, you can find a few, just like you can find a few 80-year-olds who still smoke cigarettes, and they have since they were 8 years old. There's a few walking around. How many morbidly obese people do you see drinking diet soda and using artificial sweeteners and relying on those artificial sweeteners, which in turn, based upon this study, the findings of this study, we know scientifically that this flavor palette encourages a much higher demand and crave for high sugar products. So the artificial sweeteners that you have been consuming with the thought that it's simply reducing calories, therefore you are winning, you are in fact losing. You are making it much harder for yourself to stick to a healthy meal plan, which completely satisfies you. It gives you the energy and it helps recomposition your body. But wait, there's more. Now we are going to take you to the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition. I mean, there are not any bigger institutions. If you want to talk about nutrition, well, the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition, this is the holy grail, right? Well, let's hear what these have to. Maybe Greg Doucette, I don't know. Maybe YouTuber, steroid user Greg Doucette, maybe he knows more than the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition and all of their PhDs and authors of this study. So, replacing caloric beverages with water or diet beverages for weight loss in adults. Main results of the Choose Healthy Options conclusively every day. It's called the Choice Program. And what they did was the replacement of caloric beverages with water. And that's the thing here. So we're taking study number one, we're reducing the artificial sweeteners. Now we're taking artificial sweeteners out. We're taking traditional sweeteners out, and we're moving you now forward to reducing your ingestibles with simple water. Well, what's a non-caloric flavored beverage? Fresh brewed tea, green tea, black tea, chamomile tea, dandelion tea, which I find rather delicious, peppermint tea, coffee. These are all non-caloric beverages that have no artificial sweeteners and no sugar, added sugar, or naturally occurring sugar. But let's take this down and make sure that you guys can see me here. And I want to make sure you can actually see this study as we go down to the bottom. So again, the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition. And as we go through, let's go down to the very end, and these will be listed below. These links to these studies will be listed below. And guys and gals, please leave any questions in the chat section. I'm happy to, of course, answer any questions on this or anything else. Where is the... This is the money shot right here. So, after 6 months of replacing sweetened or non-sweetened beverages with water, what did we find? And no other dietary changes were made. No other lifestyle changes were made. No other exercise was changed. The researchers found a 5 to 10% weight loss at the 6-month period. 5 to 10%. So, replacing caloric beverages with water or diet beverages for weight loss in adults, using non-sweetened, non-artificially sweetened, non-calorically sweetened. So again, we're talking about water, we're talking fresh brewed teas, we're talking about coffee. What do we see? Making no other changes to life. What do we see? We see a 5 to 10% weight loss with no other change. This is important. Why is this important? If you weigh 200 pounds and you don't do anything except drop the flavored beverages from your day, you could be walking around at 180 pounds in 6 months. You didn't change one thing you eat, and hopefully you do. You didn't change one extra step of exercise. You didn't change one extra hour of sleep. You didn't mediate one little bit of stress. The only thing you did was stop drinking flavored beverages. The only thing you did was stop drinking flavored beverages. You drank water, fresh brewed tea, and black coffee. You can see a 5 to 10% total reduction in body weight over a 6-month period of time. That's pretty freaking awesome. Imagine if you started going on a little walking program or some resistance training program. You started picking up a hobby like hiking or swimming or canoeing or something else. You started being a little more focused on the meals. You clicked one of the links below and you started following our 3 weeks to shredded or living lean program. Holy moly. And I will tell you, the only beverages on our 3 weeks to shredded or living lean program are what? Some of you already know. Water, fresh brewed teas, and black coffee. It's as if I wrote these studies, right? We just follow this. We have access to the very same science that the great scientists at Oxford have. All that same information is there. But now you might say, but Dolce, what about energy drinks? I mean, energy drinks, they have caffeine, they have taurine, some have yohimbine, they have guarana, they have green tea extract sprinkled in there. They give me that jolt. They give me energy. They kill my appetite. What about those, Dolce? Surely those are good. Well, let's go and see what the science says. The chronic intake of energy drinks and their sugar-free substitution similarly promotes metabolic syndrome. Womp, 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 right? The Holy Grail crushed for you. And let me bring it down and let's see what do the scientists think? What did the scientists find? What did the real science, the evidence-based science, the lab coats, the academics, what did they say? Well, just to begin, energy drinks containing significant quantities of caffeine, taurine, and sugar are increasingly consumed, particularly by adolescents and young adults. The putative effects of chronic ingestion of either standard energy drink and it's important, it's sugar-free formulation on metabolic syndrome were determined in wild type And we go on a different type of mice and things like that. So as we go through, they outline the confines of the actual study itself. Let's bring you down to the conclusion. Conclusions. In conclusion, our study indicates that the consumption of energy drinks increases the risk of metabolic syndrome, specifically the increase in white adipose tissue, bad fat, inflammation, and enhanced insulin resistance. Such detrimental effects of energy drinks appear to be attributed to the exaggerated intake of taurine, caffeine, and sugar. Our outcomes indicate that while sugar-free forms of the energy drink result in lower sugar intake, they also may promote substantial insulin resistance, dyslipidemia, and inflammation in a similar manner to a standard sugared energy drink. So what this study found was energy drinks have been shown to actually increase white cell fat accumulation. Your white fat, your brown fat, white fat. Brown fat is considered to be the healthy fat, white fat, bad fat. Drinking energy drinks, sugar-free or sugar-flavored, doesn't matter. Similar results in metabolic syndrome, which is severe insulin resistance, a greater accumulation of white fat cells. So what was the point of all this, ladies and gentlemen? What was the point of all this? All the artificial sugars, we clearly know didn't work. We know that they didn't work. The science shows us it didn't work. The replacing of those flavored beverages with non-flavored, which we'll call non-flavored water, fresh brewed tea. And we talk about the amazing benefit of the polyphenols in green tea and caffeine from naturally occurring sources have a threefold effect on the reduction of lipolysis, which is the reduction of fat cells, fat storage, right? So by drinking more water almost exclusively, fresh brewed teas like green tea, and a little bit of black coffee if it's well tolerated, or black tea, which also has caffeine, you dramatically enhance your weight loss goals. Using energy drinks, which are a fat loss inferred product, do not work because the science clearly shows that energy drinks increase the accumulation of the bad white fat cells while increasing metabolic syndrome and insulin resistance. Boom. If I had a microphone, I would drop it. I'm not going to drop. This one's very expensive, by the way. I won't drop this. And I'll give it a little kiss there. We'll pretend. All right. So what do you guys think about that? I want to jump in. Let me answer some questions right now. Thank you guys all for being here. And I will one thing say just very briefly to jump over and check out the Mike Dolce Knows channel. Mike Dolce Knows, that is our sister channel on YouTube, the Mike Dolce Knows channel. Many of you know about it, the Mike Dolce Knows channel on YouTube. Go and check that out. Lots of great content there. So let's jump in. Jose, what's up, man, from Las Vegas? Jose, good to see you, my man. Ryan, it finally notified me of live. And ladies and gentlemen, I want to say thank you. Our persistence in constantly providing you actionable, honest, and evidence-based programming to bring value to your life. And you tuning into this channel every single day at 11 a.m. Monday through Friday Eastern Standard Time. You coming back and going down the rabbit hole of the videos. You engaging with us by leaving comments, by liking these videos and subscribing to the channel is helping us break free of the shadow ban, which was placed upon us back in March, April of 2020, simply because we discussed the importance of personal responsibility with regards to health and avoiding high BMI situations. We were shadow banned, unfortunately, for that. That has been proven. There's no question about that. And we are breaking free. So thank you for that. We will keep pushing here on this channel. I just wanted to say thank you guys for engaging with us, for being a part of the channel, and for supporting us here. Moving up the algorithm and shadow ban. Bam, exactly. Thank you. And that's why the Mike Dolce Knows channel is so important. Short clips and quick hits of all the things we discuss and a lot of great content. The Liver King. Go watch our most recent video on the Liver King. Also, Joe Rogan. Legit or not, I have a very controversial video about Rogan on the Mike Dolce Knows channel. Jesse Lee, who's F you, Dolce. Damn, the 5Fs first thing every morning is changing the game for me. 5 pounds down on day 3. Jesse Lee is down 5 pounds, ladies and gentlemen, 5 pounds while following our 3 weeks to shredded program, and he's just on day 3. If you are interested, click the link below this video. Is there a link below this video? Well, let me briefly show you. Actually, I don't think there is a link, but I will briefly take you. Bam. Just so those who know as it came up. Boom, go to thedolcediet.com right now. Open up in your other browser, thedolcediet.com. You can hire me for personalized one-on-one coaching, 30 days at a clip. I'm here. I'm available. That's fine. Also, you can check out our programs, our 4-week and 12-week personalized diet and exercise program. This is all at thedolcediet.com. Definitely check it out. This is exactly what the platform looks like on your mobile, on your tablet, on your laptop. Everywhere you go, I am literally in your pocket. Jesse, I'm so happy to hear. So happy to hear this. Billy K, mornings with Dolce. Did you see the study that even 1 rep of an exercise near max daily produced results over the control that did nothing? Billy, that's actually very interesting. And again, interestingly, Tim Ferriss spoke about this years and years ago, maybe a decade or so ago. I forget in what book. Maybe it was the 4-Hour Work Week. Maybe it was the 4-Hour Body. I forget. But Ferriss talked about, man, I don't have a lot of time to train. I don't really enjoy it. But I found that if he went and he did 1 set of heavy deadlifts near maximum, like once a week or once every 5 days, he was able to keep making gains. Now, that's not something we suggest for optimizing health and wellness, of course, although we don't suggest training more than really 45 minutes on any given training session for the most part. Most of my training sessions are about 45 minutes, unless I want to kind of slow roll, foam roll, do a little bit more rehab and, listen to some tunes, or I usually do financial podcasts when I train. Jesse Lee, brother Jesse, thank you for the super chat donation. That is awesome. Thank you for supporting the channel, Jesse Lee. That certainly means a lot. Slept very little last night due to the newborn. Oh, God, I love babies. My little girls, my oldest, Victoria, just turned 7. I remember the hospital, everything about the hospital stay, putting her in the car seat for the first time, leaving the hospital with her. Right. And just how precious that was, and how white knuckled that drive was. Driving my wife's Brandy's, she had a white Tahoe at that time, which is a big SUV, and just tiny little baby. And she had this little cute bunny ear, little onesie, because it was February. Right. So she's all bundled up and super cute and a little face sticking out. So Jesse, man, I'm so happy. I'm so happy for you, brother. What a special time for you and your family. Let me finish reading. Today was supposed to be a strength training day. If I feel okay, should I go through with it or just mobility? Jesse, honestly, I would pull back slightly. I would pull back. I would definitely train. I would definitely move the body. I would definitely break a sweat, but I would change. Maybe I would do the same exercise selection at 50% of the weight. And I would focus on higher reps and technical execution. I would do everything slower to not risk injury, right? The goal is to be in the gym. The goal is to train. The goal is to stay healthy. 3 days from now, you can go and crush your PR, Jesse. By the way, badged up Army, Jesse, that badge is looking good. Billy K, badge is looking good. That's personally, Jess, that's what I would do, man. And I've had some nights like that too. I still got little ones in the house, and sleep isn't always as it should be. I pull back. I always train though. I am in the habit of keeping the habit of training, but I do pull back, and I'll have amazing workouts. I'll usually hit a high rep PR, lighter weight, high rep PR. So give that a thought, my man. Hey, my question, restarted 3 weeks to shredded this week and was curious about the science and reasoning behind the vitamin C and the other two supplements. Well, Craig, those are all natural diuretics. They help the body remove additional water weight that you likely don't need. The vitamin C also has the immune boosting benefits that vitamin C, a powerful antioxidant, has that is directly linked to increased immunity. What percentage that is? Well, that's subject to conversation. That's fine. But also 3 weeks, or the vitamin C on 3 weeks to shredded, which is an extreme, 3 weeks to shredded is an extreme weight reduction program. We understand that usually, and it was designed for world-class combat athletes getting ready for world-class competition. They had to be as lean and light as possible. And 24 hours later, they had to go and fight for 25 minutes on UFC pay-per-views, right? So the vitamin C is there. Number one is to enhance immunity. Number two is to support collagen production and repair, because these are combat athletes fighting. So we wanted to make sure we're really doing everything we can to support them and all they're going through, while also adding very gentle, all-natural herbal diuretics, such as dandelion and uva ursi, which you can get from Whole Foods or really any farmer's market, because you can actually get dandelion tea and such. I hope that helps. Jacob, at work, can't listen right now. I will be back to watch later. Right on. And guys and gals, not in the chats, but after this video, leave comments after this video post. Someone gave me a great suggestion saying, Dolce, why don't you take short clips of these videos over on the Mike Dolce Knows channel? The Mike Dolce Knows channel is like 3 to 7 minute videos, short clips. Like I'll go through, I'll take some of your great questions and I'll just chop that. Your question, a 3-minute answer, whatever that is, that's over on the Mike Dolce Knows channel, plus lots of other unique content that's filmed only for that channel. Said, Dolce, why don't you put this stuff into a Mike Dolce Knows audio podcast? I'd love to listen while I'm at work. I can't watch YouTube videos at work, but man, I got podcasts in all the time. I'd love to listen to that. If you guys are interested, let me know in the comments after this video post. I would appreciate that. DK says, crazy. Like you've been saying that for years. What do you think about using locally made honey to sweeten the tea? That's what we do that. We use raw local honey. We use it mostly for the immune boosting effect. And I don't use it that often, to be honest with you, for flavor. I'm at the point, and guys, it's so easy. It's so quick to get to the point that you don't crave these ultra sweetened products, which is why I have a issue with guys like Greg Doucette, because he's telling you to use these disgusting synthetic toxic chemicals, which are scientifically proven, right? Scientifically proven to increase sugar cravings, which creates which then leads into metabolic syndrome, which then leads into more accumulation of white cell storage, right? So he's actually forcing you, in my opinion, forcing you to make bad decisions because you believe him, but he's all freaking juiced up on drugs, and that's fine. He looks good. He looks good, but it's drug induced. It's not because he knows what he's talking about. Clearly, he doesn't understand the science, because I just brought you the science. Like I literally just went through this science from real scientists that show everything that someone like Greg and all the, because it's not just Greg, to be fair. I mean, he's just one of the many, but he's got a big platform and he's trending right now. And that's what happens. When you have a big platform, well, you got a big target, and I could use him as a muse to show that it's not the way it should be. And shame on him for that. I think he knows better. Mirtha, boom, all badged up, baby, badged up army. You guys, you want to get that badge, click the subscribe button, click the join button. Friday, super excited on Friday. We have a new guest on Friday. I believe it will be 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Friday. We have an NPC female bikini competitor coming on Friday to discuss the negative side of bodybuilding and figure competition. She's going to openly discuss her own drug usage, what it has done for her, the extreme dieting, the dehydration. She's going to give an inside look into a high-level figure competitor inside the NPC, trying to get a pro card. It's going to be a great conversation. One of my friends, actually, I'm so happy she's able to be on. But only badged up members can ask questions. everyone can watch. And I want everyone to watch. Everyone can watch. But only those of us with the badges can ask questions. And that is just a simple tip of the hat to our great badged up community. I appreciate you guys, of course. Mirtha, on Living Lean, is salmon a must or can I swap it for a fish like tuna? Getting wild caught tuna is hard around me, but I keep coming across wild tuna. Salmon is hard. Well, if you must swap it, for sure. For sure, but try and get as much of the salmon in as you can, simply because salmon has the in our opinion, and it's hard to argue with it, wild caught salmon has the most ideal nutrient profile amongst any meat product. Steaks and chicken and fish and the whole gamut. Salmon has the most ideal protein to fat ratio with near zero carbohydrates. So, but always do your best. Paleto, I just ate tomatoes and eggs. Thanks, Uncle Mike. Bam! Paleto, right on. Jordan, can you pre-cook the meals on 3 weeks of shredded and vacuum seal for prepping? Yeah. I mean, that's how I'm rolling, right? That isn't exactly vacuum sealed. I just take leftovers, throw them in a big ass tub, and I eat half of it, meal 1 and the other half on meal 2. It actually turns out to be meals 2 and 4. And then I usually go home for meal 3 and 5. What about your natural electrolyte drink? Does it matter how many times a day you can drink that? A lot of our athletes, we have them sipping on that all day long. And I'll actually do a video on our electrolyte drink, by the way. I think it's time to do another video on that. How do I get a badge on my name? Shit, I'm here every day. I need that. So Ryan, if right next to the subscribe button, there is a join button. Click the join button and any badge, whatever badge you want to get, click the badge. All badged members have access to the live chat, the live Q&A, and it does support the channel. I tried to make them free. YouTube does not allow us to give it free, so it's like 99 cents. Right? I hopefully I deliver more than 99 cents worth of value to you. YouTube simply won't allow us to make it any less expensive, but hopefully we do a good job. And I appreciate that. If you can't get it on your phone, you might have to jump onto a laptop. Some people based upon your browser, and that's between you and YouTube, by the way. Mirtha, on Living Lean, can I swap to? Oh, answered that. Amir, could my weight stuck at 267 because of fat decreasing and muscle growing? Absolutely. 100%. And hopefully that is the issue. Like when I started in the beginning of January, I started my diet. I posted photos on our Instagram page. I actually gained 4 pounds and got leaner simply because, I was under eating and I wasn't training at the higher levels of intensity that I normally do. And my muscles blew back up. So I look like I lost weight if you looked at my abs. But when I stepped on the scale, I gained 4 pounds. That's awesome. To me, that's a high five, slam dunk. Excuse me, guys. Jesse Lewis, thank you so much. It means a lot, man. Jesse, you got it, my brother, man. I'm so happy for you guys. I'm so happy. What a beautiful thing. What a beautiful time, my man. Amir, if one day I just don't want eggs and Ezekiel bread for lunch, can I switch it for rice and chicken? Yes. When you transition into our Living Lean program, that's the time to do it. That's the time to do it. So everyone, thedolcediet.com, and I don't know if there's links below this video where I was in a rush, actually. I think I forgot to throw the links up there. Just go to thedolcediet.com. You can click the 4-week, 3 weeks of shredded program or the 12-week Living Lean program. And that's exactly what Amir's talking about. Oh, cool. Joe, Mike, I went through 3 weeks of shredded and started living lean while working around food allergies. Now, due to some GI issues, my doctor is recommending I go on a low FODMAP diet. Can your team help with this? Absolutely, we can. That's something you might want to set up a one-on-one consultation with one of our registered dietitians. I would suggest that because then you have a licensed registered dietitian trained in our style to actually go through your health history. That's the best way to do it. And it's just a one-time consultation, right? And we will teach you everything we know and hopefully everything you need to move forward. You can simply go to dolcedietshop.com and you can set that up. And I think there's a discount right now, by the way. That's dolcedietshop.com. That is our online shop. Also, you know what? Son of a gun. I should tell you guys first about this. We haven't announced it yet. So here. Let's do this. All right. dolcedietshop.com. Oops. How cool is that? Boom, email, we can do that. Bam, go right there. And that is the Mike Dolce MMA at Yahoo. That is our generic email address. So you're not going to spam me. Oh, everyone spams us to that address anyway, by the way. But we actually do go through it. Every single day, the team goes through. We get a few hundred emails there every day, and we take what's good and whatnot. But DolceDietShop.com. Bam, right here, ladies and gentlemen, become a Dolce Diet coach. The new Dolce Diet Certification Coaching Conference has been scheduled. It will be held March 11th, 12th, and 13th. Become a Dolce Diet Certified Nutrition Coach. Boom! So go, you can see it right there. Let me drop that out of the way, drop me out of the way. Become a Dolce Diet Certified Nutrition Coach. The Dolce Diet Certification and Fitness Conference will be March 12th, 11th, 12th, and 13th. But right now, most importantly, right now, you get a huge savings. A huge savings right now. This is the pre-registration price. If you are interested, now is the time. Take advantage of the pre-registration price. And we even offer Afterpay right now, or Shop Pay through Shopify, where you can actually break your payments up into 4 equal installments. That's all through Shopify. It costs you nothing, no extra money to do so. You can schedule your payments out. Strong suggestion, strong recommendation to you guys. This course is amazing. We are endorsed by the NSCA, the NASM, and the AFAA as a continuing education curriculum for coaches and trainers inside their sphere. The 3 largest, most credible athletic coaches certification organizations have endorsed us as a CEU provider for them to show you the credibility of what we teach. But also, I teach you not just I teach you what to coach. We teach you how to build a cash flow positive business, how to achieve financial independence and stability for you and your family, which is a big thing. How did we actually turn the Dolce Diet from nothing into what it is right now? I was a normal in-gym trainer once upon a time, happy to make $20 for a single training session. Now we run one of the largest global health and fitness brands on the planet. I want to teach you everything I learned across the way, and that's what we teach. So March 11th, 12th, and 13th, that is the event, and it is live and remote via Zoom. It is an awesome 3-day, fully immersive event, online event for you. But get locked in right now. DolceDietShop.com. Lock in, get pre-registered, reserve your spot before that price is about to go up. So before that price goes up, definitely take advantage of that. Boom! 4T. Paleta says, guys, if you use the web browser Brave, you can listen to Dolce with your phone screen off. I never knew that. Hopefully that is true. Hopefully that is true, and you're not spamming us. I believe you. Coach Dolce, how do we know if we are beginner or intermediate lifters? Should beginners or intermediate? And Andre, I'm going to do that video for you, my friend. I said the other day I'm going to film that for you, and we are going to film that. Bam! Craig M. All badged up. All badged up. All badged up, Craig M. Thank you so much for supporting the channel, for becoming a badged up member inside the community. That means a lot. You will be able to ask questions to our guests. I don't want to say your name just yet. I'll post later on today. I believe it's going to be 2 o'clock or 2:30 p.m. tomorrow, Friday, Eastern Standard Time. NPC bikini and fitness competitor will be talking about the perils of the bodybuilding lifestyle, discussing the own drugs that she had used and what they did to her. So it's going to be a great conversation, by the way. All badged up, my man, Craig. So happy to hear. One more for today, coach. Supplementing creatine while on 3 weeks to shred. Best time to do it. I typically take creatine with breakfast and then maybe with dinner. I typically break it into 2 divided doses. Right now, I'm taking 3 grams in the morning, 3 grams in the afternoon. I'm actually taking the pill form from Jarrow, Jarrow. I don't like the powders. They're too messy. I pay the extra couple dollars for the pill form because it's convenient. But remember, if you are taking 3 weeks, if you are following 3 weeks to shred it, and you are taking creatine, it's simply because you want to be yoked and look awesome, not because you have to weigh in. If you have to weigh in for competition, then you need to come off creatine about 10 days beforehand. better to be 15 days before it. For me, it's about 12 days or so. I got to come off creatine because I'm very watery. I hold that water inside the muscle. Creatine makes me freaking look yoked, especially when I'm 3 weeks to shred it. I get that real granity, round look, and you can see the fibers. It's awesome. Like any photo shoot that I do, I go on like a 3 to 6 week run of creatine while following 3 weeks to shred it. How can we possibly get all the potassium they recommend? Who is they? Chaz, I don't understand who they is, but it's easy. Through dietary intake, you can get a tremendous amount of potassium. What we say is eat more raisins. Eat more melon, like cantaloupe. It's a great way to get naturally occurring sources of potassium. Ladies and gentlemen, guys and gals, thank you all so much for being here. I appreciate you. If you have not yet, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Consider getting badged up by clicking that join button. Get an official Dolce Diet badge. Be a upstanding member of our. You're all upstanding members of the community, so I don't want to oversell it. But also check out. Let me see if I can pull this up briefly. Hold on one second here. Hold on. Boom, boom, boom. I'll make it quick. As I jump in, get signed in right there, click on next. Bam, next. And almost. All right, there we go. There we go. Oh my goodness, that one is blowing up right now. How about that? Awesome. We have actually hit the, I think it's going viral. That's a good thing. New viral video, bam. Over at right now, ladies and gentlemen, check out the Mike Dolce Knows YouTube channel. Mike Dolce Knows channel on YouTube. Let me throw the link into, I'll throw the link, bam, so you guys can see, take a look at all the videos that we have. Boom. How about that? Let me throw the link in here for anyone who's interested. Boom. Mike Dolce Knows. The link is in there. Click the link. Go to the channel. I ask you if you like the channel, you like the content, you like the format over at Mike Dolce Knows, definitely subscribe to that channel. That is a clean, pristine channel that is unassociated with the shadow ban. We just have to build it. So we launched a little bit over a week or two ago. We're already at 589 subscribers. Be one of the first 1,000 original subscribers to the Mike Dolce Knows channel. And yesterday, we put a video right here, natty or not, on the Liver King. Is the Liver King natty or not? That is the question. And we don't normally do the natty or not stuff, but Liver King asked us to do it because he actually outed himself. You can see, let me show this. You can see right here, what is that? Are those syringes? And I break down everything about the Liver King, who he was in the past, actually, aka Brian Johnson, by the way. With some pretty good stuff. I had fun with it, though. I'm not a drama guy. I'm not a bad guy. I don't say nasty things about people. Boom! Liver King back before he was the Liver King. Maybe he was the Liver Prince back then. I don't know. But we bring a lot of information. And look at that! Busted syringes in the video. So go check out the Mike Dolce Knows channel. I think you'll have a lot of fun with it. But subscribe there. Again, we're trying to get that channel to grow. And the last thing, once again, was, well, that's it. I don't have anything to sell you guys. I don't want to sell anything to you guys. We want to share. If anyone's interested in personalized diet or exercise programs, go to thedolcediet.com. We have 4-week and 12-week personalized online programs there, or you can even hire me for one-on-one coaching. Oh, actually, no, let me actually share this with you because it's for free. I got something for free for you guys. Boom. Here we go. Bam! So if you click on the handbook page, you actually have access to free workout, free recipe. We got some cool free stuff. We just launched this new handbook page, which you can check it out, which is pretty awesome. A cool little workout. It is brand new technology that we are very excited to be sharing with you guys right now. And we're looking for just to share it for free. So jump on in, check it out. Also, the online coaching. You want to hire me for 30 days to be your private coach? I'm happy to do that. It is the VIP Elite program. You can get coached right now. Chat with me in near real time right on your phone. Text message, video message, audio message. Once again, we got lots of cool stuff here, guys and gals. We're just doing our best to try and serve you any which way we can, which, number one, it starts with all this free content. I don't know anyone who puts out more free content than we do that's direct to you. And then we have small products or services for anyone who wants to take that step up. But again, I appreciate you guys all for being here. Thank you. And until next time, boom!